So, guess what I'm here to talk about? Mercedes Monet, obviously, our belt collector. So, there's a lot of discourse online, and it's kind of annoying me enough to make a video about it. I'm fully well understanding that a lot of people don't even know what the hell is going on. A lot of people aren't even following what Mercedes Monet is doing. A lot of people don't even care about the talent or promotions that Mercedes is attending to contest or defend these titles. So, I usually just kind of like stay in my lane with this thing, just support my queen because you know what? You're doing fantastic work, especially because our CEO back to back to back went to 3 different countries. She was in Mexico on Friday defending her CMLL championship against Persephone. And then on Saturday, she was at Wrestle Dream for her title versus title open challenge, which ended up being Mina Shirakawa. And then on Sunday, she was in Canada contesting for the WPW championship against Jody Threat. It sounds like somebody that actually cares about the business. It almost seems kind of crazy to me how somebody who already has it all still goes into different promotions in different countries. It's sort of weird because it's like you're making so much money though. You're AEW Women's TBS champion. You don't need to do 90% of the work that you're doing. You're all about the money. You're the CEO. Why are you putting extra work? You don't have to, right? It kind of seems like all she really wants to do is elevate women's wrestling. And just right now, I'm on Twitter, and this is not just the first time I've seen this. Underneath my comments on whatever Mercedes Monet video, I feel like people are extremely ignorant. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're just regurgitating certain talking points that they see on the internet. And they're like, this makes sense, especially because I don't know anything about it. So I'm just going to regurgitate it because this is how it seems like, even though I've done zero research or have no interest in following what she's doing. So I'm just going to regurgitate this because I hate her, because I really just don't like her. So I'm just going to continue the hate train. Just like this comment right here underneath Mercedes Monet's tweet. It says, making a total force of the business. There is no more selfish wrestler in the world now than this piece of work. And don't expect her to job 12 times to give the titles back. She's giving these talents quality matches. She's not just there to take the title and that's it. And they always announce what she's champion of. It's not like she just goes in there as the AEW TBS champion. And it's funny because they also say, don't expect her to job 12 times to give the titles back. How is she going to lose then? Do you think she's going to hold it forever? The thing about a belt collector is the amazing part of seeing the journey as to when they collect the belts, but then also see them lose the belts. And it's either going to be like a slow burn, or it could be a thing of like just back to back. We don't know because we haven't seen it yet. But the presumption is already, well, she's not going to job for it. She's not going to hold these titles forever. She's here to elevate women's wrestling. That's the first thing she said when she joined AEW. She said that she wanted to be a part of a company where she could do this globally. She's a champion in Mexico, United States, Canada, and in Europe. Like, she's doing this globally and she's defending the titles. The promotions themselves are booking Mercedes Monet to get the title away from the promotion. The promotion themselves do see a benefit in booking Mercedes Monet. In terms of numbers, they probably have the most ticket sales. They have the most viewers during that time, and they probably do get a surge of followers. And I like Mercedes Monet, so I want to see her matches because I think she's incredible. I think she always delivers. I don't think she's a lazy wrestler. I don't think she's someone who just half-asses it. I think she gives it her all. I really like her matches, so I want to see every single match. So I tried to follow it, and she introduces me to a lot of new talent, also promotions that I've never heard of, especially because they're not even a part of this country. But if you have been following it and you understand what she's doing for women's wrestling, then you understand that they are very gracious for Mercedes Monet. This is Alice Inc. This was the previous Body Slam Women's Champion before Mercedes Monet took the title off of her. And this is her on her Instagram story saying, still trying to wrap my head around last Friday. Such an absolute honor sharing the ring with Mercedes Monet. Being a part of Scandi Grabs, a scene not usually talked about in wrestling. Opportunities don't really get much bigger than this, and I am beyond grateful. But everyone here is growing and eager to show the world what the Nordics is all about. This is just the beginning. Not only is she so very thankful and gracious for Mercedes Monet, she's also happy and excited about the attention that brings. And of course, the attention that brings are the people who actually give a fuck about the independent scene, who actually give a fuck about the wrestling business, because there's people who would just talk about she's destroying the wrestling business, but it's like, she's elevating it, dog. Like, you I've never heard of the body slam promotion. Now I know it. I didn't know who Alice Inc. was before this match, and now I know her. And this is from someone who is just purely hating on Mercedes Moné, not knowing a goddamn thing. They're not following shit. They're just following the crowd. They just want to hate on something, or they just really want to hate on Mercedes Moné because they just always hated her. They're just clearly talking out of their ass. This person says, who was the poor lady that had to job to her tonight? Whoever it was is too talented to be jobbing to Creative Control Monet. How long? Until Creative Control Monet demands she starts beating men for their belts. The people complaining the most about how it's ruining the business or how she's not elevating anything don't even give a fuck about the independent scene. You're not going to watch independent shows. You're not even going to watch the damn matches. This person tweeted this out after she became 12 belt Monet. And this was against Jody Threat, someone who I think is pretty freaking popular. I mean, she's a part of TNA, so I'm assuming most people would know who Jody Threat is. So the fact that this person was like, I don't know who it is, I don't know what promotion it was, but like that person is more talented than this person. No, if you gave a fuck, you would actually know who it was against. Because why are you hating something that you have zero clue about? It's a personal thing that you have against Mercedes, and you're just shitting on the fact that she is collecting belts without even knowing the freaking details behind it. This is what I'm saying with like blind hatred, just blind loyalty to just shitting on something that you don't know a damn thing about. This goes back to like people talking about like, well, she doesn't do anything to elevate the titles. She doesn't do anything to elevate the talent. No, she is. It's just the matter of you don't care. And if you're watching this video and you like Mercedes Moné, but you haven't been following her title belt collection, do not worry about not knowing. It's more so the people that just want to hate for the sake of hating. That's why I'm making this video. And that's why I'm sort of demeaning those kind of people, because it's like, how are you gonna hate something when you're not even watching it, when you're not even following it? Even if you're on the side of, I don't really get how she's helping the business, that's fine. No, there's people who literally just want to hate. There's people who will say, I hate her, she's ruining the business. But it's like, the business itself is thanking her for what she's doing. It's so easy to hate on Mercedes. I know it's the popular thing to do right now, and you probably think that you're getting all these followers and likes off of it. So you surprisingly fit in with wrestling fans who notoriously just like to hate on women, but more so specifically women of color. Okay, wow, congratulations, man. And we can go ahead and talk about the titles. Right now, she is currently holding the AEW TBS Championship, which she got when she defeated Willow Nightingale. She has defended it against Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Harley Cameron, Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker, Mina Shirokara. If I'm missing anybody else, please just drop it down. I'm doing this off the top of my head. The second title that she got was the Rev Pro title that got unified with the Southside Women's Championship. Mercedes has defended that title 3 times against Sapphire Reed, Emerson Jane, and Kanji. So that argument with like, well, she doesn't even defend it. No, she has. And she has defended others, which I will go ahead and prove here. The fourth one is the Owen Hart Foundation. And listen, yeah, that doesn't really mean anything. I know, I get it. It's like a placeholder title. You don't defend it or anything. So realistically, we can continue with just like 3 belts, but for the sake of Mercedes Moné 12 belts, we have to include this. But I agree with everybody else. It's not really a title that you defend. The next one is the European Women's Championship. That was a triple threat. Mercedes Moné versus Lexa Vallo, which was the current champion at that time, versus Mina Schmidt. She successfully defeated both of them to become the 4th ever European Women's Championship of that promotion. When Mercedes got this belt, they had 2 other more events. One of them was like a charity event, and I think they're about to have another one, which I don't know if Mercedes is announced for. And on their last 2, it didn't seem like any women were even announced. So I don't even know how deep their women's roster goes, but I know the next one does have a woman on the pay-per-view, which is Lexa Vallo. So we shall see what happens with that. Next one is the CMLL Women's Championship, and she defeated Zuxis for that. She has defended that title against La Catalina and Persephone. She defended that title just this past Friday against Persephone. She's been defending titles. It's just you don't care. And that's okay. But if you're gonna talk shit, then I'ma talk shit back. Next one is the Primetime Women's Championship belt that she won back in July 27th against Diana Strong. That was also a match for the inaugural Bestia Women's Championship. Since she successfully defeated Diana Strong, she got both titles. She brings up her title number to number 7 and number 8. And wait for it, November 9th, she is announced to defend the Bestia Women's Championship belt. It's almost as if she's getting these titles and defending it like a workhorse or like a champion. Number 9 is the Discovery Women's Scottish Championship belt. She defeated Emerson Jane for that, and she also had her Rev Pro title on the line. So she successfully defeated and defended her title. She defended her Rev Pro title again. Number 10 was for the Body Slam Women's Champion against Alice Inc. That is recent, so if she hasn't defended it, like, I'm sure you guys are okay with that. I'm not so sure because you guys just want to hate for the sake of hating. Number 11 was the interim Ring of Honor Women's title against Mina Shirakawa, and we saw that at Wrestle Dream. This was like the 4th time that she defeated Mina Shirakawa. The last time she got her Rev Pro and the Queen of Southside title. So Mina Shirakawa will most likely be one of the people that will take one or more of these titles. And the last title that made her 12 belts Monet was against Jody Threat for the WPW Championship. And if you don't know who Jody Threat is and you're watching this video, if you watch TNA Bound for Glory, she was the one that came out for the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, and she came out like speed running, and then Frankie Kazarian just freaking nailed her ass. So yeah, the purpose of this video was just to debunk all of these dumbass arguments that I see on the internet all the damn time. If you're gonna hate on something, at least watch it. She is a champion in multiple countries, putting in the work against women that we may have never known because they are in different countries or they are a part of smaller promotions, but she's putting in the work back to back. And she doesn't need to do any of this because it doesn't fit your argument of her having an ego and her being selfish. She's giving so much back to the wrestling industry, especially with women's wrestling. She's allowing these women to have these matches with her, matches that they will never forget, matches of their career. And she gets so emotional after every single win, after every single title she earns. She gets so emotional because it means something to her. It might not mean something to you, which is why you guys don't care about it, but it means something to her, and we can see it because she promotes the titles, she promotes the matches, she promotes the promotions. She has 4.6 million on Instagram, and she makes damn sure that every single time she has a match at these independent promotions, she's collaborating with them. She's being interactive with them. She tweets about it. She makes sure that everybody on social media knows where she's going to be, what promotion it is, what title she's winning. But you guys really just want to hate on her because she's Mercedes Moné, and you guys just have this weird obsession of hating on her. Anyways, that's it for me.